Think you can represent yourself for divorce? Think again. Representing yourself in a divorce case can be really difficult, and it can come with a series of challenges. Perhaps the biggest is the actual in-court representation part. It's very difficult to represent yourself in court. You're held to the same standard as you would be if you had hired an attorney. So you're going to be required to know how to do things such as moving exhibits into the record, knowing when you're supposed to testify and when you're supposed to just ask questions. It's really difficult to navigate if you don't have an attorney representing you and backing you in that progression. Could you be giving up more than you realize in your divorce? Small details in a dissolution proceeding can have really big consequences. It's important that you have someone representing you to make sure that all of your documents are in order and to make sure you're not missing anything when going through the process of a divorce. I can't tell you how many times I've had clients come to me and they want to meet and they're already done with their divorce process and they want to enforce because the other spouse is violating that court order. When we go and we look at the documents that they had drafted themselves, it's common that they're missing things such as dates when events were supposed to occur or other small details surrounding those transactions. If you don't have those, it can make enforcement really difficult, and it can almost allow the opposing party to not comply with the terms of the agreement to a certain extent. You should be very careful representing yourself, and you should always, if you're able, hire an attorney to help you make sure those small details are satisfied and to make sure you don't fall into one of these situations. You don't know what you don't know until it's too late. What details can a divorce lawyer help with that would be different if you were representing yourselves? These are questions that I get all the time during consultations, and they're really important for you to know. Having an attorney can really help from a strategic standpoint throughout your case. If you're not an attorney, you're likely not going to know a lot about the judge that you're working with. You're probably not going to have a whole bunch of information about how opposing counsel does things in their average cases. Having an experienced attorney who's been in these courtrooms, who knows these judges, who's worked with these other attorneys can really help to navigate you through the process and to ensure that you're getting a better result from your case. A good lawyer costs less than a bad settlement. Something clients typically don't consider when they're trying to figure out if they want to represent themselves or hire an attorney. Can't tell you how many times I've had clients come into my office, their divorce is done, but they're having issues with the paperwork. And when we go and we analyze that paperwork and we look into the situation, we realize it's probably going to cost you more money for us to undo what was already done than it would have cost for us to just help with your divorce from the start. That's a common occurrence in dissolution cases where clients are representing themselves. It's really important to have an experienced attorney help guide you through that process to make sure you're getting what you deserve and to make sure all of the terms of your agreement are taken care of. If you're considering pursuing a divorce and representing yourself throughout those proceedings, I'd encourage you to give our team a call, sit down with us, talk to us about your case so that we can guide you in the right direction.